Brockhurst here.
Finsdale.
Pertwee, and we're back. Alrighty. So, heading on back. Here we are. We're gonna keep exploring to the left here. There's the keys that I want. Alright, that red switch.
Nope.
You don't want to step on that red switch. You remember
As we
that?
demonstrated in the last video.
No, that was a box. When you see a box with a skull on it that
Do
indicates death, probably don't hit it with your sword. But if you see a switch that has like red lining, that's a little bit more so. So don't do either of those things. It's not healthy.
Growth requires sacrifice.
I wish you guys would quit trying to read at the same time. Alrighty. No.
Use the... Yeah.
I'm going to drop one apple. Sacrifice! HP plus 3. That's right.
Need that.
Yeah, you do. Okay, and the cool thing is, see that A? Altar. So it was a good idea of yours, Finsdale, to keep going to the left there.
Sure.
That's gonna be hard.
Oh dear.
Yeah. There's no way to get out of that.
Nice. That's right.
Nice. I was not expecting you to be able to make that, actually.
Oh, I didn't think they would make it so it was impossible to get past that.
I was just expecting it to be very much harder than that made it.
Stupid worm.
I mean, whoever.
Wow. Okay, level up. Level ups are good. There's an experience system in this game. See over to the experience, and the next level is 245. But I'm excited for that. You also regain all your magic and all your health when you gain a level,
which is really nice.
very convenient. Ow!
There
That was
are also
not
the
well
random critical
negotiated.
hits, but I haven't ever seen them hit on anything. It
Needed.
would make it, like, if you were to hit it.
I exploded that. I probably should have waited until the enemy was right there, but hey. Alrighty, now check. Bam, I exploded it again. Man, there have been like more explosions in this run than in any of the other runs I've been doing.
So, just like, I like the kind of like animations. Oh, see, look, and you will sometimes find rats in boxes, and then these rat houses are good for experience, but they're also good for killing you because they'll just generate rats.
Infinitely, there's no end.
These big ones are annoying.
The big ones have 6 health, the little ones only have 1.
But eventually,
intelligence.
don't even equip the knife. They're not worthwhile.
I am gonna quit that though. I'm not quite sure what intelligence does. I do think it increases your magic or something like that.
Or I think it might have something to do with your...
My goodness, die! Stupid little rat.
Okay, use your grapes.
Make something. There you go.
Ah, thwarted.
The most fun is when, like, down on that platform, say, that I just jumped on this platform, there's a switch. So the rats will just, like, automatically trigger it and step on it. So when you get here, there will be no rats. And the switch will be untriggered, so you can walk all over it. Okay, this is the room that has 4 entrances.
Let's just get rid of all of the enemies before we leave.
Why don't we go to the left?
Which they'll just be
first,
back,
always?
but... They'll just be back when you come in, so you can always keep mining experience, but... It's just nice to get rid of them all, so you can wander around and decide. And so I like the little, like, animations, like, you'll slice some enemies in half, and they'll slice in half and they'll evaporate. I don't really love the blood particles, pixels that some of them spread, but I'm like... And that's just my preference.
Why don't we go to the left first, just keep it easy and within the method, you know?
Or just keep looking at our map, go until we hit dead ends.
Let's go to the left until we hit a dead end, as I think what Finsdale was saying there.
It doesn't really matter the order you do it in, except for on certain floors, but...
Die already, sheesh. Stupid rat farm. Bam. Oh,
Anna's necklace
is a really
so
good.
beautiful.
I
Forget the Ring of Intelligence, it won't help you that much.
See how that puts up a bunch of your stats?
Yeah, I'd put the Ring of Vitality.
Yes, I'm doing that.
That gives us more health.
Differently when you play your
Yes,
floor.
exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm so putting that on. No idea what it does, but...
And of course, you can always go back up to the town and
Sell
stuff.
And use your gold to purchase more things. You can also sell things.
And maybe eventually you'll be able to
Restore health.
not. You can restore your health up in town. You just gotta buy some stuff from the alehouse lady.
It would be kind of nice if you got to stay at the end, but whatever.
Oh, that was close.
But as I was saying,
that's one thing I hate about
you
this
can
game.
also. What was I saying?
You can also.
No, what was I saying before?
Were you gonna talk about maybe the gems and the forging or whatever?
Yeah. So some of the items you find in the
down in this chasm.
Down in this chasm are different colors, like their names are different colors from the other ones, and so they give you better stat gains. So probably eventually, I bet that's kind of what they're hinting at, is that there will be a forging system. Ooh, chocolate, yes.
And a cloth tunic, so equipping that. Like, holy cow.
Body.
I knew that.
We should say
yes. Oh, just let him beat up on you for a little bit. Throw your daggers at him at least.
Die, you stupid rat. And see, like how there's a ruby here? You can sell those to the mine manager, but only for, like, they're mostly useful for making money in this demo. Maybe you'll be able to use them for forgery or whatever later on. Not forgery, but you know what I mean.
Forging stuff. I think they're just money things, though. That's my bet.
So on the map it says F. I'm assuming that stands for fountain, and this fountain is the best fountain because it will restore all your health and magic. Couldn't really demo that because I wasn't missing very much health and certainly not very much magic. In fact, no magic at all. But that's what the fountain does. It's pretty cool.
And it'll refill if you leave the mine or the floor, I believe.
Yeah, it's the floor.
If you leave the floor where the fountain was, not just the room but the whole floor.
Ooh. See, there's the entrance to floor 2. But we gotta explore each floor to the fullest, man.
Obvious.
After all, this is a demo. You gotta take all the gameplay you can get out of it. This is marked by the symbol S. You see there? And I'm not quite sure what that stands for.
Stone.
It does introduce stat gains. So right now, as I defeat enemies, I'll get more experience for each enemy I defeat. So it's a good thing I came into the rat room right now.
And so there'll be ones that'll make you have a better defense for a while. There are ones that I think will give you slow healing? I'm not sure.
No. Well, there are ones that add to your luck, which increases the amount of gold you get from each kill.
gold is always good because you want to save up for items.
But there isn't much you can buy in the demo.
Actually, there's kind of a lot considering it's only a demo. The real game should be coming out possibly March of 2014 or June. It's hard to say. It's sort of being done by indie developers. I supported them on Kickstarter, so I should be getting a copy of the game when it's out. But I'm excited for it. It's got this sort of... I didn't really live during the time of the really classic video games. Or at least I didn't really... Like, I didn't have a console until the GameCube. So even though I was alive for things like the Super NES, possibly, and especially the Nintendo 64 was really what came out while I was old enough to play video games, I never really got to experience, like, Metroid or Castlevania. So I really like this style of game, and it's fun that I'm going to get to maybe play one here.
I like how Milk makes that.
It's really
No, it doesn't.
quite an interesting style, and I also like the RPG elements to it because I like RPGs. I just hate turn-based battles, which is bad news if you like RPGs. At any rate, we're gonna take a little break here. Maybe we'll go back up to town and buy some more things before we go down to floor 2. But next time it'll be Finsdale playing. So, see you next time on our very lives.
On our very lives.